Closest run-in was with a Mini Cooper, which I sort of feel like if you're small and I'm small, we gotta look out for each other. We're like the small people on the road. My name is Emily Collars. I ride a Vespa LX150. Her name is Lady Scoot. What do? I work as an art director. I'm currently assisting on a new show for NBC called Manifest. Number one tip for anyone about to get on two wheels, assume that no one sees you, ever. That is my number one tip. Although, hilariously, my closest run-in was with a Mini Cooper, which I sort of feel like if you're small and I'm small, we gotta look out for each other. We're like the small people on the road. But otherwise, pedestrians tend to be donkeys, and they love to look at their phone rather than looking before they cross the street. So that would be my biggest tip. I currently live in Williamsburg, South Williamsburg. I'm new to the neighborhood, so I'm still getting to know it. I chose this bike because I wanted a motorcycle, but felt like this was easier to get around in the city without having to shift and doing all the extra work. So it felt like this sort of happy hybrid between a bike and an actual motorcycle. And it's proven to be exactly that. It's pretty great. Basically the best way to get around the city. I do have a hobby. I'm addicted to rock climbing. I spend most of my free time either out on real rock or training to get out on real rock. Rock climbing is this awesome combination of intensely mentally straining as well as physically straining. So there's a constant balance between managing your fear and your body to work through movement and to accomplish the goal, which is to get to the top. So it's been, in my life, I've been climbing for about 8 years and have had a pretty broad range of experience from sport climbing to trad climbing, a little bit of bouldering, but mostly I consider that practice climbing. And I've traveled all over the world. I've been to Thailand and Mexico and the UK and all over the United States. I have a pet, his name is Thor, and he is rad. Rad Cat Thor, if you feel like following him on Instagram. He is a domestic long hair. He looks fancy, but really he's just a mutt from Minnesota, and he's magical. What pushed me to start riding? My partner and I both got into riding together. We took the motorcycle safety school course together and both bought bikes at the same time. And then we broke up, but we both kept riding, and we ride together still, and get a good giggle out of the fact that she has a massive bike and I have a tiny little Vespa. And so we sort of joke that she's a dyke on a bike and I'm a cooter on a scooter. Awesome things encountered in New York City riding around. I think it's the getting lost that I love the most. A couple of things. It's sort of getting lost in neighborhoods that you might not otherwise encounter. Kind of taking back roads and being able to see the city from a different perspective. If you're always underground on the train or you're in a car, I feel like you don't really get to, smell the neighborhood or really see some of the details. I think that might be my favorite part. Or in the morning, I used to commute up to Midtown East, and so I would go from Dumbo over the Brooklyn Bridge and then up the FDR, and I feel like that is just the way to start your day. I think all New Yorkers should be on two wheels for all kinds of reasons. It's the best way to get around. It's reliable. It would ease congestion. And I think there's some camaraderie in being a little vulnerable. Maybe we would all pay a little bit more attention to each other. Why Vespa? Why not? I guess I didn't even consider another brand. This is, I don't know, it was the right time and the right location. I found it, the bike, and it's this beautiful dark blue Vespa, and it was, I don't know, it was the right choice for me. My favorite place to ride, so I commute on my bike. I ride from Williamsburg to Long Island City. I climb in Long Island City, train there. So basically my route is from Williamsburg to Long Island City every day. But I think my favorite place is really to go over any bridge. I love getting over a bridge, and probably getting lost in Soho. There's some cool little neighborhoods, or West Village. I think I like scooting around there. Cobblestones aren't ideal. Dumbo has always been a bit of a beast to get around. There are potholes the size of me and my bike together. But yeah, I think some of the cooler, small, old neighborhoods that you can just, yeah, get lost in.